Now, staying here in France, Michel Barnier, the Prime Minister, is facing a motion of no confidence in Parliament. It has been brought by a left-wing coalition angered by the President's decision to appoint Barnier and his right-wing cabinet after left-wing parties came just ahead of elections in the summer. So, does this motion today have a chance of succeeding? Let's bring in Marc Perelman, our French politics editor, to try and answer that. Marc, what do you think is going to happen today?
There's no chance whatsoever that this motion of no confidence will pass, for a simple reason. All the different groups have already announced their intentions before the vote this afternoon. Only the left-wing coalition you just mentioned will vote in favor of this motion of no confidence. Maybe 2 or 3 MPs here and there, but the total should be around 192 MPs. The magic number is 289 to get an absolute majority. So there are 100 votes shy of that absolute majority to pass this motion of no confidence. Obviously, the key player is the National Rally. They've already indicated that they would not join this motion of the no confidence with the left. And so that's why you're essentially going through the motions there. The first secretary of the Socialist Party, Olivier Faure, just delivered his speech justifying this motion of no confidence, said that essentially the left had won the election. Michel Barnier shouldn't have been appointed prime minister, and what he's promoting is a budget that will essentially tax those who don't have a lot, and that this is unfair and so on. Michel Barnier answering as we speak that he's trying his best, that the situation is dire financially, and that he has to do what needs to be done in order to salvage France's reputation and credit with international markets and with Brussels, but there's no suspense whatsoever.
OK, so it is not going to be today then, Marc, but is there a risk the government will fall, I don't know, in the weeks, the months ahead?
This time the answer is yes, absolutely. Clearly, the risk is there. Today is essentially rehearsal, but the real discussion will start later this week and actually more next week. On Thursday, the government will present its budget to the cabinet meeting. It will then go before Parliament, and this is where obviously there is a risk that there could be a motion of no confidence. The left is probably still going to oppose the budget, but there is a possibility that the National Rally might decide that they don't like what they're seeing. Obviously, there are going to be amendments, changes, and so on. So yes, there is a risk. And Michel Barnier has already warned that the situation is dire. France needs to have a budget. It needs to cut its deficit, its debt. And he's already announced that there'll be blood, sweat, and tears. But that's the pill the French will have to swallow. He's counting on the fact that Marine Le Pen will not object to this budget. It will eventually get passed. But if he passes that hurdle, there are other hurdles ahead. Marine Le Pen has said, we'll wait to see what he does on immigration. We'll wait to see what he does on fighting crime and so on. And there, we could decide to pull the trigger. So obviously, this is a very unusual situation where you have a minority government hoping that the left and the far right will not join hands to essentially show them the door. This could happen in the next few months. This is a clear possibility.
Fascinating. Thank you very much indeed, Marc Perelman, for us there.